Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi. I'm just saying probably gonna be a short epi because it's it's 2:30 in the morning. Honestly, I would have recorded earlier, but uh there was a ghost emergency because I live with my mom and my grandmother's convinced there's a ghost. So like other family members came and we blessed the place and it was crazy, man. But anyways, it ended pretty late, so we're gaming though. It's okay. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe my house is haunted. Oh yeah, we're choosing. We're going for the true ending, which is actually to search. So I would have actually gotten a bad ending because last episode I said I would return because I don't trust Yei for shit. But I just have bad and I just have bad instincts, honestly. So let's search for Kurosawa and we ignore the other choices. Let me close that off without looking. Yeah, search for Kurosawa, I guess. Bro, I still think Ye killed him, but whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. Excuse me, are you not coming? Is it just me and Ye? Oh, whatever. Tawada-san bowed her head then started leading the way down the stone steps, but I shouted a wait to get her to stop. I feel like we should just be a group. Wait, what the fuck? I'm looking by myself? Excusez-moi? You're all stressed out. Maybe she like hid something and she wants to pitch something up. What does that even mean? I guess she's in a dress. Are we at least bringing Otobe with us? Tawada-san appeared discontent. I understood how she felt. If someone important to me went missing, I'd want to go look for them too. But it's the middle of a dark night. Anyone going out in these conditions is likely to get lost, so it would be best to avoid causing another incident. So we're going with Otobe, right? We're not going alone? You're with me, buddy. Base. Don't even ask his opinion. Come on, we're men, okay? Even though I'm sure Mion would want you with her. True. True, you are a man. Otobe hesitated as if to say he wouldn't dare plunge into the danger head first. But despite that, the fact that he couldn't come right out and say, I don't want to, really got on my nerves. Yeah, that is a Otobe hater. I respect it though. I'm not exactly the biggest Satoshi fan. This guy's Satoshi 2.0. But then... I mean, it's fine. And then Miyuki's sus as hell, but we know she's a good person. And she would be down to search because she wants to search. We know she wants to investigate. So it's a win-win, honestly. And even though she's sus, she's the least dangerous person. So we'll just leave those three alone. While Otobe was still struggling to answer me, Miyuki-chan pushed him aside and stood forward. Get the fuck out of here. Is she seriously that bold? She's a courageous woman. Bro, she's been brave like this whole time. Although... Why? Arakawa's logic is killing me. I feel like Mion's the one who calmed her down. So why Miyuki? She's a girl? I guess. I mean, come on, Otobe is not gonna hurt a fly. Once Tawada-san realized it would mean being left here alone, she gazed longingly at Miyuki-chan. When Miyuki saw that pale look on her face, she acquiesced and said, "You're right." Don't see that word every day. Acquiesced. As long as we're together, there's nothing to worry about. I don't think that's the line. Is that the Maria line from Umineko? Nothing to. I think there's nothing to be afraid of. Miyuki-chan put a hand on Tawada-san's shoulders as they walked to the assembly hall together. Tawada-san was concerned about her boyfriend's safety. I totally understand that, but this task was far too dangerous to get women involved. I understand that too, and you know, it's early years, but also like I'm pretty sure Shion and Miyuki are probably the most capable combat-wise. Like obviously Shion's. I keep switching between Shion and Mion. I'll just call her Mion for now, even though it's definitely Shion. You know, she has a katana, and I'm sure, and Miyuki has the Akasaka genes, so they're both scrapped. If it's not too late, I'll ask the ladies for help after the sun comes out. Otobe reluctantly began descending the stone steps with me. It's okay, buddy. Together, there's nothing to be afraid of. The rain was still pouring down. The minivan that was supposed to be parked at the base of the stone steps really was gone. I stood in the spot where the minivan should have been and thought back. Miki-chan and I came here right after discovering the car full of suicide victims. When I peered inside the car, I noticed something swinging by the driver's seat. What? I don't remember that. What was it? That's right, it was a keychain. A keychain dangling from the keyhole. I see. So you can use that to drive, though. You'd have to, like, do something about the bodies, maybe? Just not great, gross. But wait. That means the keys were left inside the car? It might seem careless, but this is an uninhabited ghost town, so maybe Tawada-san thought it would be safe to leave the keys inside? But if she left the keys inside, someone would have been able to steal the car. Sorry? I'm losing my mind. So he saw there was the key in the suicide van, and he's theorizing that Tawada maybe left the keys in her car without seeing it. Okay, I guess. That's kind of a leap in logic, but sure. Suddenly, I became lost in thought. Come to think of it, Miki-chan and I left the keys in her car. Excuse me? What is with you people? Why would you ever leave the keys in your car? Someone could have stolen it too. Bro, someone's just having a field day, you know? Just an average thief comes and finds 2 cars with keys in them. So in other words, this has nothing to do with occult phenomena like curses or being demoned away. I'm sorry, this is like sad logic. This is like Battler episode 1 in Umineko. It's just sad. There's still a possibility that there are more people in this village than just us. Honestly, my idea is still staying. I think it's either Miyuki or Towada that moved the cars, and either Otobe himself or Mion that broke the phone. Because they're the only people we know in the group, and I just don't think it's an outsider. If it's an outsider, then it's Ghost Rika. But that's it. Then who the hell could it be, and what for? Or was this a trap meant to lure us all somewhere? Or maybe this really is the work of demons? Could it be the work of the dead meddling in the lives of the living, cutting off our means of escape and strangling us to death? Rita, it's no bully. My thoughts were going around in circles. Just who was it that was alive in this village right now? I hit the limit of my reasoning. At this point, my thoughts had become incoherent. Right. My thoughts went astray when I questioned if it was the work of the living or the dead. There's no way it could be anything besides another living person. It can't be. Just then, I heard the sound of a person approaching from behind. It's probably Otobe? I heard a footstep, and at the same time, I suddenly felt someone place a hand on my back. Yeah, it's Otobe? Now you stared him too, man. I arched my back backwards while turning around. Otobe was standing there with his mouth hanging open. Sorry, bro. I was deep in thoughts. Bro, Arakawa gets scared the most. It's actually kind of funny, being the cult writer.
すみません。びっくりさせるつもりはなかったんですけど、荒川さん立ち止まって難しい顔してたからどうしたのかと思って。
It's a fair point.
いや、なんでもねえよ。ちょっと考え事をな。早く行こうぜ。
でも、行くってどっち？
An unpaved gravel road extended to both left and the right.
右か左か。
Right. Right hand of Jesus. I always choose right. What do we start walking left? Excuse me? That's the devil?
いや、こっちだ。
Based. Arakawa, he knows. I reflexively grabbed Otobe's arm and started walking to the right. Why did I want to go in this direction? Even I wasn't sure myself. But Miyuki-chan and I originally came from the direction to the right, so maybe I just felt some desire to go back the way I came from. Maybe see the suicide van? Though that was farther away. Otobe timidly followed behind me. No matter how far we went, I couldn't see anything but trees. It was just one long road extending straight through a dense forest. She did. No? That's sound logic, but also you get a bad end if you don't search, so. And also Mion's doing some sketchy ritual shit, I think, so let's just not trust her, I guess. Even though she's nice, except she's Shion, not Mion. However, Otobe swallowed his words and awkwardly looked down. I had a good idea what he was trying to say. If Kurosawa was demoned away, there was nothing we could do about it. Anyone caught by the demons would simply be devoured and thrown away, never to be found again. Otobe's eyes seemed to say as much, and somewhere in my heart I was thinking the same thing. Okay. After that, two of us said nothing more. We simply walked down the muddy road. A dirt trail extended between the trees, seeming to invite us in. What the? No bully. My flashlight could only illuminate the ground 2 or 3 meters from my feet. No matter how far we go, we're as likely to find a car or a person as we are to find a tanuki. Yay. If it's not yay, I will be so surprised. Otobe very quietly whispered the words demons, but I pretended not to hear him. In fact, it could have just been my ears playing tricks on me. Maybe he said something else. Sure. Should we head back to the assembly hall and wait for morning? No, then it'll be too late. The man-eating demons might kill all of us in the middle of the night. I felt sick. Unpleasant thoughts spun around and round inside my head. It had become difficult to distinguish delusions from reality. There really might be demons out there. Or maybe not.
引き返しましょうってば。
No.
だからってこのまま帰るわけに
My
はいかね
dad's
えだろ
determined.
なんでですか。
Why are we beefing? Why is he so snappy to Otobe, man?
帰ればいいじゃないですか。僕もう嫌です
Base.
よ。
And it's raining, man. Otobe finally stopped.
乙部
Tuh. I quietly clicked my tongue to myself. What a pathetic human being. Jesus Christ. I'm actually, like, he's really agro to Otobe. I wonder why, man. Is there any deeper meaning, or is he just, like, he really hates the Satoshi personality? Because that's a little harsh. If you value your life, then show some guts, damn it.
それじゃあ戻るか。
でも戻ってもしょうがないんですよ。
I don't know. We just keep walking and talking in circles right now. Otobe was acting confused and indecisive. And so, I started getting irritated and glared at Otobe. He's just, I don't know, man. It's just kind of weird, bro. Why get so mad at someone in like this, in a situation where people are like disappearing? Should try to keep a level head. As soon as I did, he started to look upset.
でもこのまま行ってもしょうがないと思うんですよね。
それくらい俺だって。じゃあどうするよ。
だからそれはその
Though I had an umbrella in my hand, my pants were still soaked with mud and rain, plus my hands and feet were freezing. The two of us suddenly spoke at the same time.
戻りましょう。
行こうぜ。
Okay. I had to decide our completely contradictory decisions. It's tough working with someone of a completely different disposition. Clearly we made a terrible team. Still, I didn't have the stomach to handle the situation on my own. Otobe probably felt the same way. So my decision just had just as much weight on my partner as they did on me.
これ以上言っても無駄ですよ。
This is such a weird argument. I get it. I get it's an argument to have, but it's so circular. We just keep going back and forth.
だからって集会所で黙って殺されるのを待つってことはねえだ
Why
ろ。
is he so like certain we're gonna die? I don't think we're gonna die. If we're all together, it makes it very unlikely we're gonna die. Even if there's a killer. Because there's 5 of us. Now we're split. Now it's more likely.
電話が繋がらないのなら歩いて警察に行こうぜ。沖宮まではすぐだろ。
すぐって言ったって
I feel like it's pretty far. It's probably like a couple hours.
歩いてですか。
Yeah, that's Tope. Our cow is Topin. Indeed, I also thought it sounded reckless. But what choice did we have? Swing me?
そうだ。
That moment I felt inspiration like a divine revelation.
車で行けばいいじゃねえか。
Yeah, let's drive with the dead bodies.
車
Otobe began to furrow his eyebrows, but I continued. Okay, so I did remember. I said I wouldn't look at the other choices. I kind of remembered just because it was like the next one. Both of these lead to the same thing. But if I had to choose, we know Sonozaki Mion did not come in a car. She walked here with Otobe. So I would actually choose the suicide car. Because one, it might actually be his friends. And two, it's more likely to be there than Mion's, who's just like, who walked here. So yeah, I would choose that one. But apparently they both lead to the same destination. It doesn't mean they like do the same exact thing right now. They probably do split off in a dialogue, so we'll have to check back on that maybe if I care enough. Tell me if it matters. But this is the choice I would make. Otobe's shoulders trembled in revulsion as soon as I suggested. It is really weird driving with a bunch of corpses in the back of the car. That's some spooky shit, but it is an idea if you really needed to drive.
嫌ですよ僕。
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either, to be honest. I honestly, because I know this isn't a life or death situation, but if you really think it's a life or death situation, you would probably do it.
死体と一緒に車に乗るなんて。
この際仕方ないだろ。
Just go back.
それに車ごと運転して運んでいけば、警察だってすぐに死体の身元とか調べられて一石二鳥じゃないか。
Bro, probably so dank in there.
むちゃくちゃですよ。そんなの僕。
Based. Stand your ground. It certainly was an absurd idea. I agree with that. But people have actually gone missing and we've been experiencing curse-like phenomena. It seemed like a much better option than sitting idly and doing nothing.
とりあえず車が動くか見に行こうぜ。話はそれからだ。
だから僕は嫌だって。
嫌とか言ってる場合じゃねえだろ。車のあった場所は確か。
It was far away though, because we found it, then we drove in another direction, right?
荒川さん、いい加減にしてください。
Oh, you fucking aid-road Otobe. He's not standing for this shit. For a moment, I was overwhelmed. I never would have expected Otobe to object in such a forceful tone.
冗談じゃないです。そんなことするくらいなら、ここで警察の来るのを待ってた方がマシです。僕は絶対に反対ですから。
Based. Otobe stood in front of me with both of his arms spread wide. Try to pass me, brother. The ferocity of his opposition was rather odd. In fact, it was downright suspicious. I mean, it is kinda sussy. Because I do think those are probably his friends who are dead. And he may have killed them or something happened. Or maybe they were gonna suicide together and he just like pussied out. I think there's maybe an idea.
なんで。
だって自殺現場でしょ。
It's kinda cursed also though.
だったら警察の検証を終えるまではその場を動かしたらダメだと思うんです。
That's actually a fair point. Shouldn't contaminate the crime scene.
警察官に怪しまれて変に疑われたりしたら嫌じゃないですか。
It's actually fair. Imagine driving to the police station with a van full of corpses. What? Is that it? I felt relieved to hear that his reason for refusing, then pushed Otobe's hand aside and started walking.
平気だよ、女も。
What do you
非常時だっ
mean?
たからって説明すれば怒られるくらいで済むさ。
Oh my god.
ダメですよ。僕は反対です。警察に怒られるのならともかく変な容疑をかけられたらどうするんですか。
Yeah.
確か死体を動かしたりするのって何かの罪になるって聞きました。
It probably is, honestly. I don't know though.
悪いな。俺刑法苦手なんだ。どっちみち非常時の選択なら最悪でも執行猶予だって。
執行猶予でも罪は罪です。
Based. No crimes ever.
余計なことして前科持ちなんて冗談じゃないですよ。
I respect that, honestly. I'm more Team Otobe. But again, we have this godlike perception. I don't think it's that dangerous right now, but maybe in our car's situation it's different.
だからさっきから最悪の場合って言ってるだろ。そうならない可能性もあるじゃないか。
それはそうですけど。
だったらいいじゃないか。わかったら行くぞ。
Well,
だから待って。
we're there, going at it. I shook off his grip on my hand and started walking, but Otobe moved in front of me to block me again.
でも車内は一酸化炭素でいっぱいなんでしょ。そんなのに乗ったら僕たちも中毒になっちゃいますよ。
Can't we just air it out for a bit?
平気だって。換気するのを待つくらい。
Yeah.
だろ。
Not the best argument. I really do think he knows. I don't think he killed the friends. I think he was like part of a suicide party or something. Something crazy.
運転してる間
Maybe.
窓を全開にしてりゃいいんだし。
窓は全部しっかり目張りしてあるんだからそう簡単には開かないんじゃないですか
I think we told him about that because our cause said that, but that is a little sussy if we didn't. That's like a little opening.
何
Okay, yeah, apparently we didn't tell him about that because that seemed really sus. My ears immediately twitched at something he said. What was that just now?
なあ、オトベ。
Oh my god, we're gonna turn the tables.
何ですか
さっきから聞いてりゃ、まるで見てきたような口ぶりだな。
Yikes.
練炭自殺ってことは、確かに俺もお前に話した。
I guess we didn't tell them all the details.
だけど、車の中の様子まで話した記
To
憶
be
はない
fair, you would have to seal the windows to properly do it, right?
まして、窓を目張りしてるなんてことはな。
Or I mean, I'm no expert, obviously. Otobe gasped and turned to look away. He knows. This guy knows something. Oh my
そんなことな
god.
いですよ
I don't think he killed them though.
そういう
He's
事件
not
の
a killer.
どれも似たようなもんじゃないですかそうでしょ
Yeah, I think you actually do need to seal the windows, but
ならいい。お前はここで待ってろよ。俺、一人で行くからさ。
荒川さん
as soon as I started to walk off, Otobe frantically grabbed my hand. I see. I was planning to bluff him by hiding the fact that we broke the windows, but seems that I was right on the money. I was slowly starting to understand why he was so vehemently opposed.
なあ、オトベ。お前、本当は何か隠してんじゃねえのか。
隠すようなことなんて
Oh
何もありませんよ
man.
ただ
ただ、
大体ですね自殺者の車を借りるなんて死者へ
Oh
の冒涜です
man.
よ
The ultimate moral argument.
は死者への冒涜
You're not going to heaven if you do this, man. High tea. I was completely dumbfounded by that entirely unexpected answer. Blasphemy? What is this guy talking about?
そうです死者といえど人間です丁重に扱わなければなりませんそれなのに死んだらただの荷物みたいに扱ってそのまま警察に運んでしまおうなんてそんなの死んだ人たちに失礼ですよ
まあ、そういう見方もある
I
な。
mean,
だったら、
surprised he's accepting this point of view than the other ones that actually, like, are logically sound.
そんなに言うなら荒川さん一人で行ってくださいとにかく僕は行きませんからね
Otobe released my hand and started heading back the way we came. He wasn't being prideful or stubborn, he was acting completely childish.
おい、オトベ
Based, he's calling the bluff.
ここはひなみ沢村なんですよ死んだ人の霊がうようよしてるんでしょ僕までたたり殺されるなんて絶対に嫌ですから
We
ね
did see Ghost Rika, so has to be true.
ああ、わかったよ。それじゃ俺は
Oh
一
my
人で行
god.
くからな。
Who's a game of chicken? Who's gonna crack first? I started walking as I said that, but before I made it 10 meters, I stopped. Otobe was acting particularly stubborn. His reactions felt like a person being persecuted. This guy didn't just see the suicide car. I'm confident he knows something about the victims too. But what? I had no idea what Otobe was hiding. I turned and pointed my flashlight back the way I came, and watched Otobe's back as he began walking toward the shrine. Once again, I illuminated the other side of the road with my flashlight. The pitch black road went on straight ahead. The suicide party's car should have been here earlier. Otobe's voice echoed inside my head.
ここはひなみ沢村なんですよ。
Oh man, chicken hours. Arakawa? Scared at the
死んだ人
supernatural.
の霊がうようよしてるんでしょ。僕までたたり殺されるなんて絶対に嫌ですからね。
The spirits of the dead? Well, maybe he was just afraid of traveling alone. I like how he's brushing off the suspicion. That's like crazy. My dude Arakawa gets like some good sus vibes on people, and then he just forgets about them, like Miyuki. He just like passes them off. And without Otobe stubbornly refusing, it means I'd have to travel alone too. And more importantly,
わかったよ。
I turned back and followed after Otobe. Then I walked up side by side with him and apologized. Well,
お前の言う通りだ。
that was a conversation.
あの車を使うのはやめにしよ
I wonder what Arakawa realized.
別に無理しなくていいですよ。
う。無理なんかしてないよ。まあ、今思ったんだけどさ。
Oh, okay.
園崎さんも車で来てるんだ
So you just do the other option. So probably if he did Sonozaki, we'd asked about it first, then Otobe would say no, she didn't. Then you're like, wait a minute, suicide card.
だったら、あの人の車を使えばいいんじゃねえの？
そうですよ。
What do you mean? You guys walked together. She must have parked like really far away, I guess.
ミオンさんの車を使えばいいんですよ。
It'd probably be, well, where would it be? It'd have to be in the Otonomiya, right? If she walked all the way? Otobe donned a cheerful expression and quickened his pace. Between this and the suggestion to use the suicide party's car, the difference in his reaction felt like night and day. I sped up to keep pace with Otobe and carefully examined his complexion.
それにしても園崎さんってどこから来たんだろうな。一人で来た感じだけど。
さあ、着物とか着てるんだから、沖宮とかその辺じゃないですか。
まあ、そう考えるのが妥当だよな。
We walked at a quick pace, heading back the way we came as far faster than traveling into the unknown.
それにしてもうっかりですね。最初からそれを思いつけばよかったんですよ。ミオンさんの車なら安心だ。そういえばミオンさん、どんな車に乗ってるんでしょうね。
さあな。
Otobe's footsteps got lighter. She drove here alone? Huh? Wait a minute, if that's the case, where did she park her car? So Nozaki-san definitely told us she had business to attend to at the Furude Shrine. If so, it made sense to park on the street somewhere close to the stone steps. And yet, we didn't see a car anywhere around here.
この道は神社の参道に続いていますから、このまままっすぐ一本道ですよ。
Right, Miki-chan said as much. It's a single straight road, so isn't it odd that we never saw Sonozaki-san's car? Something unpleasant stirred inside my chest.
どうしたんですか？あんまり乗り気じゃないみたいですけど。
なあ、園崎さんってさ、本当に車で来てんのかな？
Is Otobe trolling? They walked together.
車乗ってきたのかなってさ。
Man thinks she's still a ghost. To be fair, seeing her name in an obituary is pretty sus. Good thing we know there's twins
何を言い出すんですか？
that like to pretend to be each other.
車じゃなかったらどうやって？
Then after I said it, Otobe caught his breath and realized where I was going.
まさか。
She's a ghost. If Sonozaki-san was a roaming spirit who wandered this village, then she wouldn't have needed to take a car here. She was waiting here in this village to devour us.
そんなはずないですよ。
Surely.
そんなバカなこと。
Otobe stood there dryly laughing to himself, but there was no laughter in his eyes. He probably had the same suspicion as I did. However, it was far too implausible to actually speak it out loud.
まあそうだよな。レイが俺たちと酒なんて組み交わすとも思えないし、考えすぎかな。
As I said that, I recalled what Sonozaki-san said back at the ritual storehouse.
そうさ、私は本当はあんたたちに見えている私じゃない。
She said that? I kind of forgot. So she is definitely Shion.
私はね、
It's a me, a Shion.
実は取り付いている存在。
Oh, right, they're talking about the ghost. Oh, is this demon Shion? But this is a Ren explosion timeline. I don't know. It could be a demon Shion. At that time, Sonozaki-san had a strangely otherworldly aura. But no way. Could Sonozaki-san really be a spirit? My thoughts started going in circles. There was something there, but I couldn't understand what. Enough, the more I think about it, the worse I feel. So I decided to bring up another topic to change the mood. And we're gonna stop there. Good epi, I guess. Little Otobe Arakawa Irjiman action, which was weird. I think it definitely confirms that Otobe knows something about the suicide car. I don't know, I think he didn't do it. Maybe he helped them commit suicide. Or maybe he was supposed to be a part, but then he just bailed. I don't think he's a killer, though. But looks can be deceiving, I guess. I guess Satoshi was technically a killer, too. And, you know, Ghost Shion. But, I mean, it's probably just Shion instead of Mion. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. We'll see what topic Arakawa has to lighten up the mood or whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.